Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Painter, and any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be an update for my Project Level Up Lite. I'm sure you've seen this before, so I'm not going to go too in-depth because I only have about 10 minutes to film. And I had to turn the AC off to film this, and it's so hot, so I kind of just want to go quickly. But the original project Level Up was created by Sophie, who was Sophie Alexandra Hart. Sorry, things are falling off my desk. Sophie Alexandra Hart's on YouTube, so I will link her in the description box. And I'm doing the Lite version, which was first done by Ruth Foley, who will also be linked, but I don't think she's posting. I actually have to check because I haven't checked in a while. And this year, I decided to randomize from all of my Sephora collection palettes. And last update, I was still on level 4. And the palette, I should have already had this in my hands. I have so much stuff all over my desk because I'm panning so much stuff, so things do get lost sometimes. But I was panning the Sephora collection Precious Gemstones Jade palette, which is, as you can see from my eyes, I'm wearing it today. It's a green palette, mostly. This is what it looks like, and even though I don't have pan and anything, like I'm just doing the light version, I feel like this palette definitely does look used now. I feel like I even have a dip in, it's shocking that you can actually kind of see this a little on camera because my camera usually does not pick up depth, but I feel like I do have a little bit of a dip in this shade right here. These don't have shade names, but yeah, I'm gonna just cut to the chase. I hit my goal. So last update I had already hit my 4 uses on everything goal, and then I still needed to pick 4 shades to use 10 times, and I've done that, and all 4 are on my eyes for the 10th time today. This is what the palette looks like when it's all swatched out. So I'm gonna just hold this up like now that I have it swatched out. But the 4 shades that I have on my eyes that I hit my 10 use goal on are the lid setting shade, or like the light cream shade, the olive matte, the olive like murky goldy green metallic, and then the yellow metallic like topper shade. So that would be this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade. I really do like these colors. I will say the mattes aren't like the easiest to blend. Like sometimes I did, especially today, but I was like definitely in a rush today, so my eyeshadow just does not look good. But I did, as you might be able to tell, I do struggle with like some patchiness. Like sometimes it'll just, and I have this issue with a lot of eyeshadows, it's not just this one, but I think sometimes like certain colors are harder to formulate than others. Like I know this happens with a lot of blues and purples, but I did have on some days, unless I was like very careful and set my eyeshadow primer just right in the exact perfect areas, sometimes, including today, I would have parts where like it would stick in one spot and then I wouldn't be able to get eyeshadow anywhere else, so it would just look like a steep drop off, like I hadn't blended my eyeshadow at all. So that's what I'm gonna be looking like today, and I'm okay with it because it's just makeup. So it's not the easiest palette to work with that I've ever had before, but it's also not the hardest. But either way, I really did enjoy using this palette because I love these tones, especially like the more olive and gold ones. I think they were so pretty, and I really enjoyed wearing them, especially in like these kind of more, I mean, we're heading into fall, but even like the light gold for summer was just really nice to use, and it was quick and easy. I do actually have 2 other shades that I'm currently panning as well, so that are similar to this like deeper sage green matte and this like bright light sage metallic. I have this shade in my my Pat McGrath Quint that I'm panning in my Pan Those palettes, and then this one is a ColourPop single in my The Office Project pan. So that's why I chose not to pan these for the 10 use goal, because I'm panning them elsewhere and I don't want to double up. But I feel like I probably don't need both, so I feel like at the end of the year I'll either declutter this palette or my ColourPop single. I don't know, I'm still deciding like which one I want to keep, because I also have these shades in other palettes So I'm still deciding like which ones I want to get rid of, but it did open my eyes to the fact that I do have doubles. So I guess that's good that I panned this. But now it's time to roll in my level 5 palette, which I don't know, level 5 is kind of scary to me because it's a lot of uses. However, if you can see from the screen, I got a fairly easy palette to use. It's just a completely neutral eyeshadow palette. It's only 7 shades, so I feel like it shouldn't be the most difficult, but that palette is the Sephora collection I Love palette. It's like from the I Love line in the medium cool color story. This is what it looks like on the inside. Sorry that it's so reflective, but I feel like the most colorful one here is like the more yellowy gold here, but otherwise it's just completely neutral and basic and very easy to use. So I'll swatch this out. This is what the palette looks like swatched out, just upside down. Yeah, I'm very excited to use this. My favorite shade in this palette is this one here, which swatched out is this last one here. It's just, it doesn't look as shiny on camera, but it is a metallic, and it's very similar, other than the sparkles, because it's just a straight metallic. It's very similar to the shade Candlelight. That's my favorite shade in my Sigma Ambiance palette. So sorry, I'm like nearly knocking everything on my desk over because I'm in such a rush, but I'm very excited to use this. So I'm pretty sure, like, I can't say anything for sure. Let's just say I'm very confident that this will be one of the shades that I choose to hit my 10 uses on. So I guess you'll just see next update. I don't know, possibly I could even completely roll this palette out by next update, because it in theory should be such an easy palette to use since it's just all neutrals, but I am panning so many other eyeshadows. So yeah, this is the palette that will be in for my level 5. So I'm going to have to use every shade 5 times and then pick 5 out of the 7 to use 10 times. So basically using nearly the entire palette 10 times. We'll just see how long this takes, because I do want to go up to as many levels as possible this year. But yeah, I'm very excited for my level 5. That's kind of it for this update. I will just see you in my next video, and until then, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.